The title of this poem is spelled with M-Y-T-H. It comes from a phrase a friend sent me and I ran with it. It's called Myth America. Myth America. Every year she's crowned, she promises world peace. There she goes, teetering on high heels, strutting her stuff on the boulevard of broken American dreams. Myth America, your makeup was tested on chimpanzees. Your labiaplasty was outsourced and your nose job is not kosher. Rumor has it your boobs are faked, your smile is Botoxed, and your bikini was made in China. Myth America, your more service-oriented sister, the Statue of Liberty, is not amused. We admit your smile is nice and you can't be blamed for posing nude when you were younger. Who couldn't use the extra cash? But your cliches are as tired as the streets on which your homeless sleep. There she goes, Myth America, superpower with a strapless gown and a rotting infrastructure. Mad money in her purse and a $1 trillion budget deficit. Hey sister, can you spare an F-35 Joint Strike Fighter? We must admit your congeniality is refreshing, but honestly, we've seen prettier faces at the post office, the diner, or the hardware store. Myth America, you borrowed the Constitution from the Haudenosaunee Iroquois nations, but left out the parts about peace, respect for women, and Mother Earth. Oh, and by the way, the very nations from whom you borrowed. We understand the king was not nice. He has affected to render the military independent of and superior to civil power. He has erected a multitude of new offices and sent hither swarms of officers to harass our people and eat out their substance. He has plundered our seas, ravaged our coasts, burned our towns, and destroyed the lives of our people. In every stage of these oppressions, we have petitioned for redress in the most humble terms. Our repeated petitions have been answered only by repeated injury. Yes, we understand the king was not nice, but look in the monitor. Your corporate status quo has become like the very thing you ran away from. And even back then, it was nasty from the get-go when you bad-mouthed the natives. He has excited domestic insurrections amongst us and has endeavored to bring on the inhabitants of our frontiers, the merciless Indian savages whose known rule of warfare is undistinguished destruction of all ages, sexes, and conditions. And because of this pathological bad-mouthing, you developed a lisp, Myth America. Now you can barely speak correctly. Your corporate media has a speech impediment, no offense to those with genuine conditions. You stumble over your answers, and too many of your audience are babbling with forked tongues at the all-you-can-eat buffet. Even with a college education, you misinterpret. Look, you were given the right to petition the government for a redress of grievances. But instead of petitioning, you go to JCPenney to buy another dress, which, yes, makes you feel better, but you've become a legend in your own mindlessness. And do you know why they call it JCPenney? Jesus Christ, those dresses cost pennies to make in sweatshops. That was just a joke until we looked it up. Well, we didn't crunch the numbers, but there she goes, Myth America. Come to your senses and do something about the injuries and usurpations and admit to yourself that you're having a really nasty hair day. Even one "my bad" would boost your approval rating. And by the way, fix that damned overbite. Here's the number for a specialist in Thailand. There she goes, Myth America.